This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code SOUTHGATE to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
I love Ben Reilly.
Well then, young lady, you're in luck. Because welcome to the Ultimate Spider Cast, the final week of our Slingers month. A full month of slinging. And boy, are my arms tired. I am Phil. Joining me as always, that mysterious figure in the shadows.
Who, me? I'm just the vulture. No worries.
What?
I said I'm just the vulture. No worries.
The vulture? But anyway, yes, the complete our Slingers month. We're going to cover Ben Reilly, The Scarlet Spider, issues 8 through 13 from 2017. That long ago time of 2017.
When they finally remembered that they were trying to do something. Marvel has a lot of that. We'll get back to it 20 years later. Oh yeah, Vulture doesn't have an origin story.
It's nostalgia now.
Don't get me started.
Anyway.
So, what is our lovely friend, not Peter Parker, up to?
Oh, Ben Reilly. This, I mean, you know how much I love Ben Reilly, but I don't know. The series overall I thought was decent, but just like, it just stuck in my craw, and I don't know if Peter David chose to go this route, or if they just like foisted this on him, which I believe that may have been the case after a clone conspiracy, just like having an unhinged Ben Reilly, you know?
Yeah.
Basically, it's just like, the more naughty he got, the more his face would scar up.
Sounds like something Deadpool would be into.
Or if he was good, he would look more like Peter.
Like I said, not Peter.
I'm just like, you know what, if we're going for the nostalgia factor, again, I'm just like, why isn't he like dyeing his hair blonde again? Because at this point, wouldn't people be like, hey, aren't you that guy who used to run that big company in New York? Well, worldwide, but...
Does anybody, I think we all as a collective, even in the Marvel Universe, have erased that part. Everybody hated it.
Yeah, but it was 2017. I mean, I don't know. Oh, wait, it might not. It was either coming to an end. That point in history may have been coming to an end, so it's still pretty current.
I thought it was coming to an end because nobody liked it.
Oh, yeah, but I'm just saying. I mean, you want to be realistic.
Like it didn't happen.
Did we do another Mephisto deal?
Secretly.
You can erase this one. I don't care. Parker Industries is no hot redhead. You could take that. But yes.
We got to get Charlie to pitch that idea so that it actually happens. They won't listen to us, but they'll listen to Charlie.
No.
He's the demographic.
Oh my lord. Mephisto is even up to more stuff this week in the comics. Guess who he has a piece of someone's soul right now?
Who?
Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
They're trying to make him relevant. They're trying to make him a thing because he's a thing in the MCU.
He had to make a bargain, and
is he trying to get his surgeon hands back? Like, what does he want? He is like,
well, it was basically help saving the entire universe. So,
screw the universe. It's ungrateful.
Why can't you find the man? Anyway,
because I don't want one.
Why can't you find a nice woman? Because I don't want one. All right, so yes, I mean, I got excited when I first saw these were coming out because it's
Ben Reilly.
Well, that and with Slingers, and it was Slingers. I was like, oh, so much '90s goodness. Two of my favorite things from Marvel in the '90s: Ben Reilly and the Slingers together.
Whoa, phrasing.
I said together. Anyway, yeah. So, but I mean, the first issue starts with like a big 2-page spread of Ben and Kane kind of like arguing because remember Kane had his own Scarlet Spider series, so in this series they were both kind of the Scarlet Spider.
Boy, they really do try to milk an idea. It's got to be multiples of everything.
I think they tried it. What was that, like 2014 or something? They're like, oh yeah, we don't need to bring Ben Reilly back. We'll just make Kane the Scarlet Spider. Like, really?
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
From the mind that brought you Spider Island.
Well, Spider Island actually wasn't that bad compared to Kane as Scarlet Spider.
You just like that cover with Mary Jane in short shorts.
I mean,
you and your redheads. And then,
everyone could love Philip, okay?
I know. And then, like, page 3, it's like, well, because the first 2 pages were before Secret Empire, then turn to page 3 after Secret Empire, and it looks like half of Vegas is trash because in Secret Empire, supposedly they leveled Vegas to the ground, and meanwhile, here it's just like, oh, it looks like half the buildings are knocked down.
They rebuild fast because it's always construction in Las Vegas. That's something you got to understand about Vegas. So that could be very true to form.
You want the truth? When Charlie and I talked to Charlie's best friend, Peter David, remember, dumbass? He said, I think I even asked him about this. He goes, they don't tell me anything.
It's just really good that it's not DC. That it's not just DC. I feel better. I feel so much better.
Nobody has continuity anymore. I mean, how do I put in my application to these companies, Lilith, where I get, I'll just be like, hey, I will sit in an office all day and just keep track of your continuity for you.
Charlie will fight you for that, Philip. And he might win.
Not if it's DC. Charlie ain't.
No, his agenda for DC is just everything ambush bug. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
But this is, it was a choice. Let's just say that this decision was a choice. And I don't know if somebody was just a fanboy and pushed their agenda, or...
Like the Slingers?
Yeah, and Ben Reilly and the whole thing is just like...
Unless it just came to someone, because it's just like, Ben Reilly...
I think they were having a nostalgia trip. Somebody was going through Philip's long boxes, and they're like, you know what? These two things will be good together.
Get your hand off my long box.
That's what it seems like. They were just going through Philip's long box. And they're like, yeah, let's just make a story around this. So random.
Well, I don't know if it was like legacy stuff too, because eventually they were going, it was the whole Marvel legacy thing where all the longtime books went back to the original numbering. Yeah, that lasted a while.
And we never saw them again.
Well, no, on a lot of Marvel books.
I know we did. I'm just saying.
You get the new numbering, then underneath you have like the legacy numbering.
It's gross. It's ugly, and I hate it. Thanks.
It's just like, you know what? Pick a number.
Well, they're always restarting at issue 25, so they really can't.
I know, but if you want the legacy numbering, keep going. That's how you legitimately get to 1,000 Marvel.
Ooh, shots fired, and it wasn't even from me.
Fight me, nerd. But yeah, we see. But look, it's the Hornet. But everyone's like, wait, what? The Hornet?
I know, literally.
Wasn't he killed by Wolverine when he was controlled by the Hand? What? And that's not the Hornet we know. He looks too confident. And Bob.
Yeah, I was a little lost reading these issues because it was 2017 and it's Marvel, so I was just like, wait, why? What? Never mind. I'll Google it later.
Yes, and this is the point where Ben Reilly was basically working for a casino owner. I guess maybe she's a mob boss kind of too, but she's basically curing her daughter of some, MacGuffin disease that, it's killing her. No one knows how to help her. She's dying of plot device.
As long as it's in the refrigerator, it's fine.
Ooh. Give her some penicillin for that plot device. I love Ben's like going by the alias Peter too. He really wanted to be recognized as a Peter Parker, ex-tech mogul.
He was trying.
I know. He's like, wait, don't you recognize me? He's like a little hellfire walking in the bar. Don't you know who I am? So give me a free line. Give me some free credit at the casino. But then I guess the casino owner mob boss that Hornet is working for sends him to rip off the mob casino boss that Ben Reilly's working for. I long for the simple days of Joe Fixit.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my lord!
Oh
my lord! I wish Peter David would have had. Oh my god! Found a way to bring Joe Fixit in just to slap these guys around. Can you imagine?
Fixit's right in the name.
You see, they're in Vegas. It's written by Peter David. I was just like, "Where's my Gray Hulk? Where's my Joe?" The best Hulk. Fight me, nerds.
He's gonna kill you.
What? He likes Joe Fixit.
The best. That's a bit much.
Why? Who's better than Joe Fixit as the Hulk?
Amadeus Cho, fight me.
Truly awesome.
Hey, hashtag read the Atlas people.
Until you can say it three times fast. But I did like the art in this. Will Sliney.
Yeah.
I have to admit the art is good.
A lot of great lines, a lot of great shading.
Mm-hmm. But then so it's Scarlet Spider, Ben Reilly, Hornet fight.
Insects as far as the eye can see.
The last page of the first issue, and Ricochet shows up.
The least favorite.
Your least favorite? How dare you? Hey, you gotta admit that's like a theme, man. Scarlet Spider versus Ricochet. It's like Battle of the Spider-Man copies.
Yeah, I know. But I like politics.
What?
There were better slingers, and they just had to start it off with, Ricochet was fine, I guess.
Oh, and then at the beginning of issue 9, do you know who this lady is?
No, who's that supposed to be?
That Hoochie, I believe that's Mysterio's daughter.
Oh, coming soon to Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man Homeroom.
You killed my father.
Mark my words. Enough said. Podcast. I have.
Send me your Rob Southgate list. Charlie sent me like 2 things he wants, and it's like enough said. Mark my words. I'm like, okay. Yawn.
And Charlie, no.
What? Then we get a lot of talking by Scarlet Spider and Ricochet, and then what's this guy's name? The guy who works for Cassandra Mercury. This bald white guy who's basically, the bouncer, but he's like indestructible, I guess. Oh, and then this running joke that went through the whole series. Like in the first couple issues, Ben meets this old lady in the casino, and her name is June. Get it? Not an old lady named May. It's an old lady named June. Mm-hmm. Oh, my lord, he wanted to be Peter so bad.
Maybe he's the king of business and we never knew.
He's like, I had it. I was the real one for like a year. Oh my lord, then we see Mysterio's half-dressed daughter meeting up with Mysterio. Wearing cheap ass for
canon or
I don't know. Well, it says 2017 she was.
I mean, you know how things pop in and out of existence with Marvel.
Yeah, I know. Basically, any modern comic from the big two. You never know it's going to be canon or not. Yep.
Bendis' Superman not being canon in 6 months. Thank you very much.
And now they're giving him Legion.
Well, that kind of makes sense.
What happened to that Jeff Ross Legion?
It didn't sell. That's your fault, people.
I don't think it ever came out, did it?
I thought it did. I thought at least 2 issues.
I thought they just canned it because Bendis wanted to rub his Bendis all over that too.
Oh. Well, I mean, I know 2 were written. I don't know if they were published.
So we got a lot of Ricochet and Scarlet Spider bouncing around.
Not very good, though. I will have to say that is like probably my nitpick about this most of all. The dialogue is lacking.
And I know we said it's like he bounces around. He has a danger sense. He's almost like another Spider-Man copy. But Ricochet's mask is looking very like Spider-Man with the eyes.
Yeah.
And Ben Reilly tries to like sneak in dressed as a ninja, but with his Scarlet Spider suit on underneath.
Why?
But then
Poor Ben.
But then he comes across Hornet, who has some kind of mystic artifact that brings you through some supernatural squid or something.
Release the crack.
You said Kraken.
Pack. Oh wait, sorry, this is Marvel. Okay.
Oh, wait till Crisis. We're gonna go nuts. Oh, and then we got Dusk spying on Mysterio and his daughter.
I think it was just the daughter. Reaper alert!
Oh. But then she teleports to Ricochet, who's busy fighting the squid, the Scarlet Spider. So yeah, well, it's like, what's up with Ricochet and the giant squid?
Sparkly quantum tentacles?
But Ben Reilly grabs the mystical MacGuffin that called up the squid, and I guess breaks it, but it doesn't get rid of it.
Sparkly quantum tentacles?
But I guess Hornet's blasts work against it.
Crazy.
And then Dusk just like teleports it away.
You know what? That would be my superpower. I just want to teleport crap away. Goodbye.
Goodbye, world.
To the garbage can in the sun you go.
And then I guess the mob boss. This is so weird. It's like, I guess the mob boss who Hornet was working for as ninjas work, or just guys dressed like ninjas working for him, because this time Ben Reilly's ninja disguise works.
Well, if we're doing 90s, ninjas were big in the 90s. Don't you remember, like, what was it, 3 Ninjas, and then there were, like, all the other crappy movies? So, I mean, I can kind of see where he was kind of trying to tie that in, if they were really going for a nostalgia factor.
When are ninjas never big? When are ninjas not big?
Right now, they're not having a moment. In the 90s, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles really kind of, like, started it.
Yeah.
Like, restarted it. And then you had that, like, Sailor show that somehow had ninjas, too. And, yeah, ninjas had a moment in the 90s, I remember.
But yeah, like Ben Reilly starts beating on this mob boss guy, and because he hits him like once or twice, and the guy's like, enough, and he says, he calls him my dear boy. I'm like, since when the hell does Ben Reilly say my dear boy? That's like
Irish?
That's like a superior Spider-Man line. No.
Is he Irish? Because I feel like you're an Irish mobster. That's what you said.
I'm like, did Otto steal his body now?
Plot twist that we never got.
Exactly. Lord, and then Ricochet's like questioning Hornet. Who are you? You're not my friend. He died. And he's like, I don't even know your name. And Hornet says Silas. So.
Oh, Silas. Oh, that gives me terrible The Vampire Diaries memories.
No, joke, but you'll get it.
I know. Just saying.
And then Ben Reilly wakes up in his room the next morning after beating on the guy, and he looks in the mirror and screams no, but we don't know why yet.
That would have been a great place to end it forever, but no, it keeps going.
That was issue 10.
Phil is gonna have an issue with me in September, guys. He really is.
I don't know where she disappeared to. Leaving Dave and Buster's. Anyway, but no, issue 11, they show that, yeah, now Ben's all scarred up around his right eye.
Looks no shiner.
And he's so then he's calling Death, who he originally talked to before this arc, who appeared to him as Marlo Chandler, because Peter David.
Yeah, which not a bad choice.
And so Death appears on his bed, but looking all skeletal. She's telling him, anytime you do, this is the whole explanation, when you do bad, your face is going to get all messed up. Or when he acts heroic, his face will look all normal.
And you don't have the Ryan Reynolds bone structure to pull off scarred up. Sorry, sir.
And it's just like, okay, so he needs an excuse to be good, not just because he's a copy of Peter Parker.
Let's be honest, stupid, and had that symbiote had probably like 2 more months. It might not be the Peter Parker that we know and love. I'm just saying, he is kind of easily persuadable.
Oh, that was an interesting little tidbit from my Ron Friends interview. As he said, like, it appeared that costume first appeared in Amazing 252. That there's people in the office who wanted to get rid of that costume in like the next issue, and he's like, and they were like, no, like DeFalco was like, no, you got to keep it till at least shows up in Secret Wars.
Wow, I wonder why.
Well, I think some people were like, "Oh, people are gonna riot. People are gonna hate this costume. We're gonna get all this hate."
The most the biggest cosplay that I ever see now, next to Harley Wolford. Thank goodness they didn't listen to him.
And then we see the mob boss Ben beat in the hospital. Ricochet and Hornet are there, and then when they leave, Ricochet's asking Hornet, all I know is your name is Silas, and you're wearing my dead friend's costume. I still don't know where you got it. So, of course, where did he get it? I mean, Lilith? Lilith? Yes, I've lost Lilith yet again. I always lose Lilith. She got sick of the Ben Reilly. She's sick of the Ben Reilly. So Black. Of course, when Ricochet asked this new Hornet, where did you get my dead friend's costume? He says, the Black Marvel. But you should know who that is if you listen to our last episode. Then we get that Dusk meets up with the two of them. And then Ricochet is talking about how he was never a good leader. And then we hear a voice say, no, you're right. That's my job. And again, we see Prodigy. Prodigy's back with no cape. Why no cape? That's what makes that costume is the cape. And Lilith Hellfire was there. Now she's gone. She gone. It looks like Prodigy knows Silas. At least, and Prodigy is explaining to Ricochet that the Black Marvel introduced me, and it will introduce him to the new Hornet, and he was the one who put them together with the mob boss Thorn. Then we see Peter hallucinating, killing his boss Cassandra Mercury, and she's like, I know you're the Scarlet Spider, and she's like, Peter, is that even your real name? And she says, I don't know why. She says, I don't know why you can't. Hold on. Lilith.
And
we're back. You're back.
What were you saying? Just carry on.
Oh, well, I had already gone through about how just the Slingers and the new Hornet's like, oh yeah, the Black Marvel gave me the costume, and then Prodigy shows up and says, oh yeah, I know who he is. The Black Marvel introduced us and stuff. It's like, I guess we should have seen that one coming.
So he's out of hell then, okay.
I remember it looked like he left hell at the end of the Slingers, but yeah, I mean, I guess
I didn't know he was reborn again, or however that worked.
I mean, the afterlife and prison, in comic books, it's always a revolving door.
Well, prison I get, because that's real life, but recidivism, forget it. It's high.
Well, yeah, when you can take your bed in your bed sheets and make a hang glider, you can always escape prison.
Oh, I thought you were going to do a Jeffrey Epstein joke. I was like, it's too soon, Philip. We're not Charlie Usher. It's not political.
Vulture joke. And then, I was saying Ben Reilly's boss figured out he's the Scarlet Spider. Duh.
It's not that hard, yeah. So you're no comic book dummy. That's good to know.
Not quite soft and not quite hard.
And that's when the Slingers show up looking for Scarlet Spider. Well, they kidnap his boss, and they say, turn yourself over to the police for beating our boss, or we're going to kill your boss in 24 hours. Okay.
So?
Hypocrites. Okay.
I'm just so? I can walk away from this anytime I want to. I'll just have a little scar on my face. It'll be fine.
Issue 12, false advertising. They got that cape on Prodigy, but I don't think he wears that cape in this story at all. Any of these issues.
How does a podcast that has capes as the first name feel about misrepresentation of capes on covers?
No, especially with that Prodigy suit, the cape makes it much better.
Were there two? Was the cover artist different?
Maybe. I'm looking for a credit here. Yeah, the art looks a little bit different. I'm pretty sure.
So that's probably why.
Yeah. Because they tell them nothing.
Exactly.
And then we see Ben Reilly sitting around. Well, first we see Kane, then we see Ben Reilly sitting around moping, trying to figure out how to get his boss back.
You think that this would have been a big seller? That this would have like an ongoing?
What, Ben Reilly series? Or
Ben Reilly and the Slingers.
I don't know if you have the Slingers every issue, but I mean, maybe they could have spun them off in their own series, maybe.
Yeah.
And I love.
Do you think that was the plan for this, or?
I don't know. I don't know if it was, again, just nostalgia, or maybe they would have showed up every now and then. I don't know. But it's just, I love like all the exotic ways they bring people back, but like no one has still brought Hornet back. It's just like he took claws through the chest. There's no way to bring him back from that. I've had people vaporize and they've come back.
Yeah. How many times has Jean Grey died? Just saying. I think she has the title for most deaths, I think, in the Marvel Universe.
Then we basically get Ben Reilly and Kane teaming up.
Yawn.
And then I guess the Slingers the Black Marvel's working out of a theater. Wasn't it a movie studio last time?
Who the hell does he think he is? Mysterio?
Ooh, he shaved his mustache.
Now it's getting serious. He must be looking for a job.
Man, he must have made a new deal with Mephisto or something, man. He's looking pretty jacked for like an 80-year-old guy.
Jack LaLanne. May he rest in peace.
Don't bust your teeth. And then we see Hornet slapping the hostage around, and the rest of them like, is that necessary?
That hostage was pretty mouthy, so yeah.
But then Ben finds the Slingers. Oh, and Kane too, but he's invisible.
What a boring power.
Oh my lord, Prodigy and Ricochet do a fastball special. The X-Men's lawyers would like to have a word with you, sir. So the Black Marvel and the Slingers are fighting with both the Scarlet Spiders until, of course, Dusk breaks everyone up. She's saying, you're not. Then she says, you're not the Black Marvel. You're an imposter. You don't have a soul. I'm like, didn't he sell it the first time? Of course he won't have a soul.
But they fought for it, I thought, was the whole point of him leaving, is that he got it back.
That's what I thought. But then...
But plot twist for plot twist?
Yeah, but then Hornet, like, blasts her and breaks everything up, and he's just... he reveals his true identity. Silas Burr, alias Cyber. I'm like, isn't this like a Wolverine villain? Like a 90s Wolverine villain? I'm like, okay.
Boo.
I know. At first I was like, wait, who? I was like, oh, I think I remember this guy kinda. Just like Deathlock was busy, what?
Yeah.
Everyone else in the X universe was busy.
Busy dying, probably. Raising children in future past.
Well, this was 2017. This was before the Fox. Wasn't this before the Fox deal? So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We're just hanging on. Oh wait, look on the back of Scarlet Spider 13. You got an ad for X-Men Red #1.
Which you should read and pick up and scroll way the hell down where we talked about it.
Yeah, because I was gonna say this. I think this might have been. I think the return of Jean Grey was out around this time.
Yeah.
And so the final issue 13. Quite a mess.
You know it's bad when your run ends on number 13. Just saying. When you couldn't quite finish it in 12, although nothing really happened.
Well, I think this was 6 issues. I mean, there's probably like a trade, you know. I don't know if they collected this in trade, but that's probably was the plan. But yeah, Dusk says Black Marvel was a soulless abomination, so then he went out and ran for Congress.
Yikes.
And whatever Black Marvel was saying, the 4 Slingers they've always been fractured. Duh. Always have been. You've never truly been a team. Sounds like Lilith Hellfire the last 2 episodes. You said they never really acted like a team.
That's true. At least somebody like freaking agrees with me.
So another abomination agreed with you.
I may be soulless, but I'm not an abomination. Not yet.
Oh, Prodigy with a nice uppercut. Black Marvel.
Enough action. I did like the panel construction and how they conveyed it.
Oh yeah, I remember liking the art in most of these issues. I mean,
Very vibrant.
It started out with Bagley and then it went to Slimy, and I thought, both were pretty good.
But Bagley has our heart. Let's just be honest.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, Cyber tries to retreat, but everyone's battling him. Oh, but the Scarlet Spiders go after the Black Marvel. Do you remember the trick they used to beat the Black Marvel, since he's like a thing from hell?
Corny.
Ben gets him in one of those big fountains outside a hotel, and there's of course, another plot device. There's a priest standing out there, so they have the priest bless the entire fountain.
I don't think that's how this works. I don't think that's how any of this works.
How holy water works? I thought they just had to bless it.
Yeah.
So basically, the holy water dusts Black Marvel just like a vampire on Buffy.
Whoa. Uncalled
for. And Slingers say Cyber got away, and Dusk.
We'll have to be included in our own series someday.
Look for that in 2030.
2044. 2099, perhaps?
But then Dusk, it ends with like Dusk saying, Scarlet Spider, we have to talk about, we have something to talk about. Mysteria.
Your kids! Your kids, dirty.
What's the matter, Doc? Are they come big a-holes or something? So yeah. So was that a random confusing mess for you?
I thought it was Marvel 2017 about characters that I didn't give a crap about. Yes.
You could have read all 25 issues of Ben Reilly The Scarlet Spider.
I could have.
How dare you? But like I was saying, my big thing about this whole series was like, just playing Ben as like a weird, he's unhinged, and he needed an excuse to be good. Was weird.
Clones are kind of unhinged. It's kind of a given in sci-fi.
But they kind of made it seem like metaphysical, because like the whole thing with death and everything. And I think she even said, it's like, if you die one more time, it's like, because I guess his soul was dying a little bit too or something every time he died. So it's like, yeah, you're gonna go full evil if you die again, which I think he did in the last issue or something. But then
back up, no.
Well, no, I think it was like during so it seemed like all mystical and stuff. But then like during Spider-Geddon, like Superior Spider-Man fixes him. He's like, oh yeah, I'm all better now.
But he didn't. Though. I guarantee you, it'll come back up.
Well, he hasn't. Well, Ben Reilly hasn't showed up since. So
they're waiting on some more.
I think between the magical fix and time, I think they're just they want people to forget that Ben Reilly was messed up.
A little Hellfire approach. Okay.
Yeah, dump a guy for a while and forget about him.
I kid. No.
You. Oh! The art didn't bring that up any?
That is the art bump.
Oh!
Like, I don't know. It was just weird characterizations, and everybody has, like, this weird twist. It was me! Ha-ha! Like, it's like a bad anime. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'll probably get a little higher. I'll give it a B-, maybe just because I've read the whole series. Some stuff was a little more in context for me, but yeah, I mean, I get what you're feeling like. Like I said, like the whole thing with the ongoing thing with Ben being a little crazy, and then I'm like, oh, we got to shoehorn Kane into this too. Yeah, that was a little weird, but just like the Slingers, I'm like, I mean, they were kind of written in character, but I was like, there's something off about them too. And yeah, I know Hornet wasn't Hornet, but even the other one
either. So it was kind of like, from what little they had to go on, they kind of.
Yeah, true. I mean, you only had like 12 issues to base them off of too, but and I guess enough time passed. How much time do you think passed in the Marvel universe? I'm like, I guess they're older now.
Years. I mean, it's Marvel. Time moves super slow in Marvel. Even though it's supposed to be present time, it really takes them like 10 years to catch up to the decade that we're in. So,
damn you, Franklin Richards.
Franklin.
Oh yeah, that's the big theory. It's like, Spider-Man never gets to 30 years old because like Spider-Man is Franklin Richards' favorite hero, so he doesn't. So Spider-Man will always be the age Franklin remembers him as.
I love it, even though it's not true. I love it. Headcanon.
It'd be funny one day Pete's kids will be older than him.
Mayday, Mayday.
Mm-hmm. Ron Friends is standing by, waiting to draw a new Mayday series.
Okay, we need to make that happen, even if we have to do a Kickstarter.
Oh, that's what he said. I mean, at one point, the fans saved, the fans made up their own flyers and whatever else they did. And, just, I know the fans saved that book at least once.
So.
Oh, yeah, because that's what he even said. He's like, all the suits have, like, their big theories and systems, about when to cancel a book and stuff. Because, like, as a book goes along, eventually it starts going down, down, down. He's like, their sales numbers were like basically flat the whole time. I mean, people got on and stayed on, so they never saw like really much of a drop. I mean, it didn't shoot up, but it didn't go down either.
Yeah, suits, man. That's all I can say. You know how I feel about suits.
Well, they wanted to make Arana or Rhino.
You gotta have like the right at the right place.
Marvel and DC, bring us in.
I've given up on DC. Currently applying at Archie Comics. It's official.
Marvel or DC, I'll be your continuity cop. I'll be your good taste cop. I mean, come on. I can defend Ben Reilly and the Slingers, for God's sake. Let me be your hype.
You're hired. So, shameless plugs.
Yes. All right, everyone. Send us your thoughts on all the Slingers. Has it been a fun Slingers month for you? And do your homework and send us your thoughts on next month. We're going to be doing all the Spider-Man Acts of Vengeance issues. So
he does to me, people.
What?
Feel sorry for me.
That's
I
good.
know, I'm just teasing.
Dare you? I love how like she like belittles my choices, people. But then when I'm like making a list or something, she's like, "Oh, just pick whatever you want."
Unless it's Ben Reilly, and then he does it anyway.
How dare you? Well, what else? When we're doing Slingers, how much more of a choice did I have?
I know. I kid because I love.
I thought you wanted a week of slinging.
Well, who doesn't?
What a fan of slinging you are. Anyway, so send us your thoughts on any of our Slinger stuff this month or next month's Acts of Vengeance. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Follow Ultimate Spidercast on Facebook, on Twitter @ULT Spidercast. Follow CL Sidekicks on Instagram. And check out, no, it is not an imposter. It is the real hero, work in progress, capesandlunatics.org.
No, it's going to crumble to dust any day now. No worries.
No, it's not. One of these days I'm going to get my custom email. Anyway, and subscribe to the Capes and Lunatics YouTube channel and our new weekly newsletter at capesandlunatics.home.blog. Call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And you can watch us live on our Facebook, our Twitter, our Periscope, YouTube, or on GetVocal.com. All right, Lilith Hellfire. Where can people
want to discuss slinging? That's with an L. You can find me on Twitter @Lilith Hellfire, and just for my sidekick peeps, you can find me @Lilith Hellfire 69.
All right, everyone. Go home and get some sleep. It's been a long month of slinging.
Your electrolyte.
make these episodes go viral all over the net, so we can say we were slinging all over the internet. All right, but until next time, Acts of Vengeance, sling on back.